It was 1935, the year that Elvis and Sandy Koufax were born. It was a year of many firsts, including the first NFL draft, the first Monopoly board game went on sale, Social Security began, and Babe Ruth hit his last home run. In addition to these milestones, the National Junior Challenge Cup was founded in 1935, offering a youth competition for young men in the United States. The cup was later named the James P. McGuire Cup, after the late U.S. soccer president, who himself was quite a standout in his earlier days, winning the U.S. Open Cup in 1929. McGuire would lead U.S. soccer and earn an international reputation as an excellent leader.
The Jim McGuire Cup was started in 1935. It was the only cup that the United States Soccer Federation had for youth players. And it was a very good competition, and I can tell you, I mean, this was the highlight of my soccer career, to be a champion in 1954.
This storied cup, now the oldest trophy in youth sport.
It has a history, it has a meaning, I think it has tradition. So I think it's extremely important for our competitions, for all the age groups, that kind of emulate the McGuire Cup.
Winning the McGuire Cup is huge, just because all that history that comes along with the oldest trophy in youth sports period, that's really big for us.
Who will write their name in the next chapter of the storied McGuire Cup?
Welcome to the Toyota Soccer Center in Frisco, Texas for the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships. We're coming to you at the girls' unteen and under level between Campton United out of Illinois and Sunrise Sting out of Florida. Campton United is in their all-white kits with black numbers, while Sunrise Sting is in their all-black kits with white numbers. So it'll be Sunrise Sting who will have the kickoff to get us underway. Sunrise Sting breaking out of their huddle now. So this is match day 2. Sunrise Sting coming off a 1-0 victory in their first game. And they will have the kickoff here to get us underway. And Kayla Fernandez is standing over the ball. Nice little atmosphere going on here in Frisco. So we are underway at the girls under 18 level, the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships. Right away battling for it is Cindy Turner. Turner dispossessed and she'll be whistled for the foul. A good job to win it by Haley Ryberg. Played forward for Howe. Able to get it inside. And they're doing a great job to connect through the lines, but that's a great sliding challenge. And now Sunrise Sting looking to build out of the back. Chasing it down is Holland, and she forces the clearance. Great work by Holland to pressure up top. And it forced Waiters to just clear it into touch. Throw in taken on the far side. Holland hooks it in. There are no takers, and it'll be the keeper's ball. Matei's punt. And this one will roll out of bounds for Sunrise throw-in. It's a good win in the midfield by Maya Gordon. That's played out wide and stabs clear. Played in. Campton able to get it clear. This one sent back. This should be the keeper's ball. Chasing it down. Well, that's good work. Diaz Silvera to send it back in. That's a good ball for Diaz Silvera. Skips to the far side. It's to be tracked down by Kayla Fernandez. She gets it back. Put back across goal, looking for the header. And Lariano misplays it. And it's Campton to try and go the other way. And quickly sent back in by Matos. Lariano leaves it off for Waiters. She'll slide it forward, looking for the run of Turner. And Waiters has continued her run. But instead it's Fernandez. It's Turner on the outside. Instead she sends it across. It's a good ball. And tracking it down on the far side, but unable to get it goalwards. I believe Diaz Silvera. But a good attack from the Sunrise Sting. Beg your pardon, that was actually Vasquez who got on the end of it. Played forward for Howe. And poked away. One back by Fernandez. And that ball popped forward, looking for the run of Kayla Fernandez. Kayla Fernandez is number 11. Liliana Fernandez, number 6. Twin sisters. One by Vasquez. And it's Campton who come away with it. Push forward, looking for the run of Holland. Holland's done so well to pressure in the early going. And this one played back the other way. And this will go back to McKinney. Now the flag stays down. Holland is onside. Has Nahara making a run into the box, but has swept out of bounds, and it will be a throw-in for Campton. Ryberg flying in, but it's cleared away from her. Oh, it's a really determined run, but in the end bumped off the ball. And now it's Sunrise to go the other way. A good job to come back and win it. Howe. Gets it off to Dombrowski, who finds her keeper in McKinney. And she'll clip it into the midfield. This is Wahlberg. Back by Vasquez, but picked off by Wahlberg. It's over the top looking for the run of Nahara, and it will skip out of bounds. And it will be a throw-in for Sunrise. Turner coming back. Holland intercepting. Holland running a great job to get across by Witter. And Waiters gets it clear to Turner. Cindy Turner able to play out of traffic, and Vasquez going forward. Out to the far side. Fernandez wins it back. It plays it through to the other Fernandez! Skips off the post and out, and it remains 0-0. The twin sisters almost connecting to devastating effect as Liliana Fernandez slid it through for Kayla Fernandez. The goal kick quickly taken. And flying down the other side is Ryberg, and that's a tremendous challenge. Maya Gordon will get it out wide. Over the top looking for the run of Turner. Howe gets a piece of it. And good shielding, but it's one back. Nahara's beaten to it. Stepping in on that occasion was Diaz Silvera. And so it'll be a throw-in for the Illinois side. And poked out of bounds. Off of Liliana Fernandez. A House throw-in. Good job by Ryberg. And this is Ryberg. Howe getting forward from her outside back position. She slides it inside. Rittenhouse has space. Oh, she had time to take that in and either pick out a shot or pull it back across goal. But she went for it one touch and put it wide of the target. So it'll be a goal kick for Matei. Inside for Fernandez, poked away by her by Ryberg. This is Turner, gets it back for Waiters. Waiters slides it back into the path of Turner, goes beyond her, and Fernandez is there. Fernandez looking to run. Now she picks up her head, crosses it, was looking for the header, and it was a good header away. Turner, oh, lovely turn to get by Howe. She skips inside and stabbed away from her, and it's Ryberg to go the other way. Gets it inside for Wahlberg, but her pass unable to find the intended target. So it'll be a throw-in on the far side. This will go out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for Nahara. This will be another throw in on the far side. The cross comes in. Turner was waiting for it, but it's cleared away. This will be another throw in for the Sting on the far side. In the 12th minute, still 0-0 between the Sunrise Sting and Campton United. This one played inside, cleared away by Rittenhouse. Only as far as Diaz Silveira. Oh, that's a perfectly weighted ball over the top. Neatly brought down on the far side. Fernandez will play it back. The cross comes in. It's looking for the head of Turner. And Turner will track it down. Gets it just inside the box. Still on to Turner. Does well to keep it in. Now, good skill in the corner. Eventually loses out to the double team. Gets in and able to poke it back, but it's swept forward. Ryberg flies into the midfield, gets it inside. Holland is making a run ahead of Nahara. Nahara pokes it out wide, looking for the run of Ryberg, a bit too much, and the free kick will be pulled back as Nahara was brought to ground. So this is Lutter who will take. Lutter to flight it in. Holland's there, punched away. Ryberg puts it back in. And the space is opened up, and it's blazed over. So close to the opening goal was Victoria Thornton. That shot always rising, and it remains 0-0 after good chances at both ends. Matei's goal kick. This one laid back. Inside for Ryberg. Howe making the run. Holland pointing to where she wants it. Holland picks up her head, unable to get it through. I beg your pardon, it was Rittenhouse making the run. And Rittenhouse does enough to win the corner. A good run from Rittenhouse into the channel. And Ryberg will take this corner kick. Curled in and headed away at the near post by Waiters. This one played short. Naher has time to set up a cross and puts it to the back post and pushed to safety. Spilled and cleared out by Diaz Silveira. Well, that's good goalkeeping from Matei to make that first save. Just needs to get to that second ball. She did a good job to deny the header point blank, but it is the second corner kick in quick succession. That one into the near post and the side netting will be a free kick, or goal kick rather, for Matei. It's Matei's goal kick. The header won by Campton. Thornton gets to it first. Campton United has started to boss this game just a bit. Ryberg's been a big part of that. And a nifty back heel from Rittenhouse into the path of Ryberg. Gets it forward. Slid back inside from Holland. Ryberg across. Too much mustard on it. So it goes all the way through. And Nahara able to chase it down on the far side. Wahlberg making the run inside. Instead, it's played into the center, cleared away before Holland can get to it. And that's good shielding from Lutter to win the free kick. So good work from Rachel Lutter. Now she'll have this free kick. Lutter pings it into the box just over the head of Holland. And Matei takes. Neatly bought down on the chest. And winning the free kick is Paredes. So it'll be taken by Fernandez, who looks over to the bench for instructions. Looks like she's been urged to float it forward, and that's exactly what she's done. Paredes gets her head onto it, and just missing getting a touch was Turner. Out by McKinney. That was good distribution from the keeper, McKinney. And now flying forward is Rittenhouse. And dices her way through midfield. They try to slide it through. Holland was off, Ryberg wasn't, and Holland left it, and the offside flag goes up. I guess you could say that Holland was affecting the play. And Fernandez drills this one low. Intercepted by Rittenhouse. Is looking to run. Gets the overlap from Howe. Howe not able to get there before Diaz Silveira. Silveira wins the goal kick. Looks like she took a little bit of a knock for her troubles. But she looks to be all right. Alexis Diaz Silveira. So it'll be a goal kick for Elizabeth Matei. And Thornton misses it off the bounce. Well, she'll get it back. Has it poked away from her. Turner's running. But Howe steps in. And Turner brings it back to Terra Firma. Has it poked away from her. And this will go out for a throw-in. Diaz Silveira's throwing. Forward for Paredes. And Paredes has it poked away from her by Lutter. It will be another throw-in for Sunrise Sting. Paredes unable to get the cross off, and it will go out for a goal kick for McKinney. Lutter retrieves in the corner. She'll get it out wide. Chance to come forward. Nahara has popped on. It's a good overlapping run. And this one off of Waiter's last, so it'll be another corner kick for Campton. It's Ryberg who will come over to take this corner. Has 6 players queued up across the top of the box, getting ready to crash this in-swinger from the far side. Mateus out, and she got a punch. It's off her last. It'll be a take 2 for Haley Ryberg on the far side. So Ryberg will do it again. This time it's a bit further out. Matei comes and catches. Good goalkeeping from Matei. Matei's punt will go out of bounds before Kayla Fernandez can track it down. And so we will have the water break on a hot day in Frisco. It is 0-0 at the hydration break midway through this first half. We'll be back with you here on the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships YouTube page. Play back underway after the hydration break, which means we will have stoppage time at the end of this first half as Lutter clears it to safety. Campton looking to build out of the back. This is their keeper. McKinney gets it forward. That's a good run by Ryberg, but it's cut out by Gordon. And then winning the header is Thornton. Well, Howes could make that overlap. Rittenhouse was waiting for it. Instead, she has to go back with it to Thornton. Now Thornton into the channel for the run of Holland. And Waiters brings it down, unable to save it. So it'll be another corner kick for Campton United. It's Ryberg. It is in her normal position over the set pieces. She curls this one in. Matei stays on her line this time. Could be trouble. Rittenhouse at the back post. Gordon clears it off the line. And then smacked back by Wahlberg. Flashes just wide of the far post. More nervous moments for Elizabeth Matei, but her and the Sunrise Sting survive, and it remains 0-0 between them and Campton United. Rittenhouse wins the header, and this will go out of bounds for a throw-in. Header from Howe. Holland gets back to Rittenhouse. Rittenhouse was trying to find the return ball to Holland, but it's cut out by Waiters. This is a great turn from Spiritis. Now she flights it to the far side, looking for the run of Fernandez, but it's sent clear. And Fernandez able to get it away from Holland. Gordon lifts it out. Fernandez. This is Kayla Fernandez, and it's won back by Victoria Thornton. Thornton will get it back. And the long ball over the top, but Waiters is there to mop up for the Sting. Well, that's a heavy challenge, and it'll be a free kick, as Vasquez is the guilty party. And more changes to be made for Sunrise Sting. Well, they're going to wait a second as they're going to let this one go to the next stoppage of play, I think. Now the referee looks over. And he's waiting to see who's going to call off, and it's going to be Waiters who's going to come off. So Sydney Waiters comes out. She made some crucial clearances in this early going, and she'll get a well-deserved rest. That's a defender who's replaced by forward, so they're going to reshuffle the pack, Sunrise Sting. Thornton. Ryberg. Still going Ryberg. Gets the overlapping run on the far side. Back to Nahara. Ryberg goes down under the challenge. It's a fair one, says the referee. And forward come the Sunrise Sting. This one looking into the path of Samantha Wald is cleared away. Ryberg over the top looking for the run of Holland. Holland had the beating of her defender, but it was poked away, and now Tam will seize the loose ball. Forward for Turner. Has Howe draped around her. A lovely 1-2 to open up the space for Turner, who has the beating of Howe. Turner waiting for the diagonal run. She's going to take the space. Turner into the box, and she's muscled off. Still going Turner, bulldozing her way through, and finally Thornton will take it off of her. Spiritis wins the header. It was a good diagonal run ahead of her by Laureano to open up the space for Turner. Now the two have an opportunity to combine again. Turner shields well and wins the free kick as Howe is whistled for the foul. And so it will be Liliana Fernandez to take. Has already shown that she has a good range of passing, Fernandez. What can she do with this set piece? Only 3 across the box, getting ready to crash in. If Fernandez, I think she wanted to hit that directly on goal, but her daisy cutter is cut out. Vasquez comes back to retrieve. This is Matei. Gordon. Good skill from Gordon to escape the pressure. And over the top for Turner. It's been a fun battle between her and Howe. Howe. Tam able to poke it away from Rittenhouse, but Thornton overtakes in midfield. That's great work from Dombrowski to get it forward, and Rittenhouse's ball looking for Holland was headed clear. I've been very impressed with Dombrowski in the center of defense for this Campton United side as they come forward once again. Ryberg, the space is opened up for Wahlberg. Still going Wahlberg. Wahlberg looking to engineer a half yard of space. She's not able to do that, and she will be whistled for the foul. Free kick for Elizabeth Matei. Past the half-hour mark. Subs coming in. Thornton skies to win the first header. Lariano wins the next one. Nahara twisting, turning, full of intent. Tries to play back, that pass almost picked off. But it's Campton to go the other way. Oh, it's a good run down the far side. Two players to get on the end of it in the middle. The cross doesn't get off in time. Great defending, and it will be a throw-in for Campton United. Comes in, and Rittenhouse couldn't direct her header on target. She's in the right position, and good ball played to her. It's a bit awkward as she had to stoop to get to it. That's why she was unable to twist her neck to get that ball goalwards. So it'll be another goal kick for Elizabeth Matei in the 34th minute. Lariano trying to slide it through for Turner. Turner in a foot race, shielded off. They come to the extreme of her penalty area to take as McKinney. Good reading by McKinney. And a good job by Wessel to help her shield that ball. And this is Wessel who will get it. Great distribution from McKinney to Wessel. It will come back for Dombrowski. In for Nahara. One back by Vasquez. And Nahara will be called for the foul. So free kick for Sunrise. As we're heading toward the final 10 minutes of this first half. Plus stoppage time, which we will have because of that water break. A hydration break that was definitely needed. And now a substitution. As Ryberg comes off, I believe Rittenhouse is making her way off as well. And so there's the double change for Campton. Neatly brought down by Lariano. Turner, unable to spin Wessler. And it's safety first from Wessler, who will get it out. Cassidy Joyce is checked in for Campton United. And this one off of Wald last in the referee assistant's point of view. So it'll be a throw-in for Campton United. Joyce gets it forward. Hernandez the other way. One back by Wessler. Intercepted by Lariano, and she steps into one. And getting across her line, it was McKinney to make the save. Good interception and hit, though, from Lariano. So McKinney puts this one on the floor. One by Vasquez. Squares up to Lauder on the far side. Vasquez able to get the cross off. It's off of Lauder, and it will be a corner kick, first of the game for the Sunrise Sting. And another change is Nahara's going to check out. Kayla Villa checking in. Another corner kick. And this one will pass all comers and go out of bounds. So it'll be a goal kick for Campton United. McKinney wants to take it short. Wald is chasing on the far side. Lauder pumps it forward. Madison Fisher chasing. And she wins it back. Illegally, says the referee. Oh, correction, that was Dominguez. So Jenna Dominguez whistled for the foul. Thornton's header. Spireris. And Thornton gets to the loose ball first. Turner's chasing, but McKinney comes out to quell the danger. Joyce. And rather played in between Wessel and Joyce. So it'll be a throw-in. And now it'll be a substitution for Sunrise Sting as Turner will check out. He's done an excellent job down this near side, Cindy Turner. She'll get a deserved break. And the throw in from Tam. And Joyce does a good job to usher Tam out of bounds. And Thornton wins the free kick in midfield. Forward quickly. And Joyce is on it. Joyce's shot is blocked. And Fernandez sweeps it clear. Wessler battling. Wessler shows her strength. Gets it inside to Joyce. She tries to put it across, and it's off Spiritus. It'll be a corner kick. So this will be an in-swinger. It's a short run-up. Matei comes out and is able to punch it to safety. Hooked clear. Joyce is poked away from her. Forward for Morgan. Intercepted by Wessler. Morgan wins it again. Fernandez. Wessler intervenes. And Tam steps in to punch it clear. Albrecht. Inside for Dominguez. Joyce seizes the loose ball. Dombrowski has slid inside, and Albrecht tried to help it on, but it's cleared away by Gordon. Only as far as Fisher on the far side. And this will come across to Dombrowski. Inside for Joyce. Joyce able to spin Tam, and we'll get it back to Dombrowski. Slides it back inside for Joyce. Wessler takes off. Joyce takes the inside route, and it's cut out by Gordon. So it'll be a throw for Wessler in the 43rd minute. Morgan drills it forward. Too far in front of Wald, so this one will go all the way through. Dombrowski steps inside the challenge of Morgan. And she'll get it back to Thornton. Wessler. Wessel still wants options. Now she's able to get it inside. Carranza is being policed well by Vasquez. Joyce gets to it first, able to find Carranza. Thornton spinning. We'll get it back for Dombrowski. Punches it back inside to Carranza. Picks it up, has options ahead of her. Carranza assessing her options. Tried to thread it through, but it's cut out by Fernandez. And Fernandez will clear it into touch. So it'll be another throw for Wessel. Campton United looking to get the game's opening goal before the break. So that one flies all the way through. Fisher chasing it down on the far side, but Matei gets there first. Good job by Carranza to come back and win it. Campton United will look to build their attack out of the back. There'll be 4 minutes of stoppage time at the end of this first half. Carranza misses the header. She does a good job to get to the second ball. And Joyce gets it back for Dombrowski. Wessel is making another run up this near side. Dombrowski measuring it up. Oh, that was a good win. It falls right to Carranza. Carranza again, and Gordon steps in. And Dombrowski sees the danger. It's back for Dombrowski. It's all bogged down on this near side. Would love to see him play 1 or 2 quick passes and then try and go the other way. But instead, this one's gonna stay inbounds for Morgan, and it's the Sunrise Stings' turn to attack. Morgan only has one player ahead of her, and it would need to be a long switch. Was able to get it off, but it will go all the way through to McKinney. Albrecht. He can't get by Fernandez. Joyce. Morgan. It's only one player ahead of her. He's gonna play it through to the far side, asking Fernandez to run. That's asking a lot of Fernandez as Fisher gets it back to her keeper. McKenna into the midfield, brought down by Carranza. Over for Dombrowski. And that's well stepped in by Spiredes. She continues her run. Morgan finds her. Spiredes working on Dombrowski. Tried to use her as a shield and curl it to the far post. But McKinney is wise to it. Into the dying embers of this first half. Stoppage time coming to a close. And it is still 0-0 between the Sunrise Sting and Campton United. Can either side steal a goal before the break? Lariano with too much mustard on that ball out wide, so it'll go out for a throw-in. Fisher's throwing on the far side. In for Carranza. Vasquez wins it back. Still going Vasquez, 2 to find in the box, and Carranza wouldn't let her get the cross off. That was excellent defending. Coming back by Alondra Carranza. And so now a substitution deep into first half stoppage time. Kayla Viola will leave this throwing off. And that will be the last action of the first half. It finishes scoreless between Campton United and Sunrise Sting. 45 minutes down, 45 minutes to go, and we'll have it for you right after this here on the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships YouTube channel.
Forget last year. It's gone. Ancient history. It's time to forget about failure and how you came up short, how you missed the mark. Yeah, it's time to forget about the man you should have marked, the run you should have made. Remember that shot you should have taken? Time to let it all go. Forget about it. It's time to go to work. It's time.
This broadcast of the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships is brought to you by AE Engine Media Marketing, AmericanEagle.com, Bag Tags, Bubba Burger, Cliff Kids, Dick's Sporting Goods, Expanda Brand, Fusionetics, Major League Soccer, Nestle Nesquik, Nike, Positive Coaching Alliance, Premier International Tours, Soccer Shots, Sun-Made Raisins, Target, Turbo Sports Group, United Soccer Coaches, Wilson Trophy Company, and Yokohama. 0-0 as we get set for the final 45 minutes between Campton United and Sunrise Sting. Both of these teams winning on match day 1, looking to set themselves up for passage through to the semifinals on match day 3. Right now, both teams just looking for the game's opening goal. As we are back underway, Holland chasing, was taken away from her. One back by Howe on the far side. Carranza inside for Thornton. Was looking to play it over the top for the run of Howe. In a battle with Tam on the far side. And Howe doing well. Tam stabs it out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Campton United. Ryberg winning the free kick. So an early opportunity for the Illinois side. Came in off of a 2-1 win over the Scottsdale Blackhawks yesterday. Campton United. Well, the Sunrise Sting win their first match 1-0 against the Slammers out of California. Plenty of bodies to get on the end of this in the box. Carranza was unable to hook it back towards the danger area. Still battling Carranza, able to keep it in. This is good work from Carranza. She's able to get the cross off in the header to the back post. Oh, all it needed was a touch, but it's smothered by Matei. And now it's the Sting to start their first attack of the second half. And cleared out by Dombrowski. Thornton gets it forward. Ryberg, she's been a handful all game in the center of the park. Dispossessed this time around, but it's won back by Howe. Morgan over the top. Cleared away by Lutter. Thornton. Dombrowski. We'll slow it down. Now bring it forward. Joyce. Good first touch inside to give it off to Ryberg. Or rather, played in behind, and it's intercepted. This is Jenna Dominguez. And correction, Cassandra Lawson. So the cross comes in, and it's right to the new keeper, Zoe Walsh, who replaced Erin McKinney at halftime. And Welsh rolls it out to Wessel. Inside for Carranza. Dombrowski to bring it out of the back for Campton United. Wald. Lariano. That was a good interception. Take that off the boot of Lawson. Forward by Gordon. Lawson. One back by Lutter. And intercepted by Fernandez. Joyce. Spinning in the midfield off for Ryberg. And she threads it through. And this is Rittenhouse. Strong hands by Matei to keep it out. And Gordon clears. Howe. Thornton. And a great job by Lutter to keep this in bounds. Zoe Welsh. I love how Welsh is comfortable with the ball at her feet. So important to have a keeper that can hold the ball out of the back and help with the buildup, whether it be distribution off the throw, the punt, or with the ball on the deck. Gordon leaves this off. Dominguez wins it back. Overtaken by Carranza. Wessel looking for options. into the middle, was almost picked off by Laureano, but it falls to the feet of Ryberg. And Ryberg sets off on another dribble. Dominguez makes the run. Good skill to settle that one down. And Dominguez tried to slide it through for the run of Holland. Now at the other end, Lawson chasing. And touched away from her. Wessel. This is Jenna Dominguez. That one skips by Carranza. There to sweep up is Ryberg. Out wide for Joyce. That's a good overlapping run from Howe. Howe gets to the byline. Spins, Howe puts it across. Holland swings and misses. Thornton on the end of it, and she pops it over. So it'll be a goal kick for Elizabeth Matei, who made a tremendous save just moments ago to keep this game at 0-0. Both of these teams looking to go perfect 2 for 2 heading into tomorrow's final match day and get their passage into the semifinals. This is a good win back. The space is open up on the far side. Morgan's shot is blocked by Howe. Won by Vasquez. Ryberg dispossesses her. Also runs through the challenge of Fernandez. Hint of handball, but the referee lets it go. Dominguez for the run of Carranza. Gordon policing her. Dominguez back to Carranza. Good combination play. Carranza into the danger area. And the header from Holland right into the arms of Matei. But she did well to get across the face of her defender and get something on it. This one will roll out before Morgan can get to it on the far side. So it's going to be a goal kick for Campton United. Howe into the middle for Joyce. Helped on by Holland. Joyce. And slowed down by Gordon. Ryberg in the pocket. And poked out of bounds, but it will be a corner kick. And Campton United have been very threatening from these set pieces. This game, both teams obviously will feel they need to win, but with both of them having victories yesterday, if this draws and they goes to 4 points, whichever team wins the game between Slammers and Scottsdale Blackhawks will be right back into this group. So this one skips all the way through, and it's headed in. Dombrowski up from her center back position, gets the final touch, and Campton United open the scoring early in the second half. Center backs usually get their goals from set pieces, and one of the corner kicks finally tell for the Illinois-based side. 1-0, Campton United leads Sunrise Sting. So Ryberg whistled for the foul on Wald. Now, what will the response be from the Florida side? It'll be a free kick for Fernandez, has shown her ability to put in quality services throughout the first half. This is her first of the second. Oh, it's a delightful ball in. It's headed away. Dombrowski getting it done at both ends. In the space of a minute, scored a goal with a head at one end and headed it clear back at the other. Carranza. Over the top. He's looking for the run of Joyce. He's in a foot race with Tam, but Gordon comes over to mop up. Forward for Waiters. Back inside, and now Gordon getting into the attack. Lawson helps it on. That's cleared away by Thornton. Dominguez cushioned header inside for Ryberg. And this will be a throw in for Matos. A good job to step inside by Lutter. Ryberg was looking for the run out wide of Wessel. Just a bit too far in front of her. Now Matos will have another throw in about 10 yards further up the field. Dominguez over the top, looking for Holland. Headed away by Gordon. Vasquez. Dispossessed by Ryberg, who's strong in the challenge. Now Ryberg motoring forward. Gets by Gordon, and that's a perfectly timed sliding tackle from Maya Gordon. Lawson. Spiritis. And Howe stepped in front of Waiters. That'll be a free kick. And now first changes of the second half to be made, as it's going to be Lawson who comes out. Good shift from Cassandra Lawson. This is one of the younger players on this side. She's an 02 Lawson, a team filled with 2001 and players from the year 2000. This one sent in. Holland's there. Matei gets there first, punches it away, and falls on the loose ball, but she wins the free kick. So now another change to be made as Wald will come out. So Waiters comes into the defense, which means Spiritis will go out wide along the forward line of this 4-3-3. Thornton gets it forward for Joyce. Good job to get ahead on it, but unable to keep it in bounds, so it's going to be a throw-in on the far side. Off of Carranza last. Turner is in a battle with Dombrowski. Thornton does well to shake off Laureano. Loader gets it inside for Ryberg. And joining the party is Wessel. Forward for Dominguez. Back for Wessel. Rides the challenge of Matos. And will get it out wide for Joyce. Off for Carranza. Back over the top for Joyce. Lovely ball played by Carranza. It comes in the middle. Holland unable to reach it. And a good step by Lauder. Ryberg can't get by Fernandez. Carranza. Now Howe wanted to join the party. And Spirere says, you don't have a ticket. Carranza. Oh, there's a huge gap on this near side if somebody wants to fill it. Instead, Lauder has to go back to Dombrowski, and the goal scorer will find her keeper. Welsh's clearance. All right onto the feet of Dominguez. She helps it along for Carranza. He's waiting for the diagonal run in front of her. And this is Ryberg. Oh, zipped it in, but quickly across her line was Matei to make the save. There's a player down just outside of the Sunrise half. It looks like it's Maya Gordon who's being stretched out. I hope that Gordon's all right. A chance for both these teams to get over to their benches and get some water. Well, whether or not that's what they're doing, taking matters in their own hands.
How many minutes? You can stop talking.
So both teams back out on the field after a lengthy stoppage. It was Maya Gordon off to the sideline after she had an injury. I hope that she's okay as play is going to get back underway. It'll be a throw in for Matos on this near side. That's a good job to step in by Luter. One by Turner, back from Matos. Pumped it into the danger area, into a really interesting position, but there were no takers in a black jersey. Joyce. Forward for Holland. Joyce continued to run on the far side. Dominguez barreling into the box, perfectly onto the feet of Dominguez. Just can't steer it inside the far post. But what a ball that was by Joyce. Well, you can't place it any better than that by Cassidy Joyce. First the vision to pick out Jenna Dominguez, making this run down the near side. And then she placed it to her on a golden platter. Dominguez did well to get something on it. Could see the intent, trying to steer it to the far post. And she very nearly picked it out. Header won by Vasquez. It looks to be in a bit of trouble. And the referee smartly stops play right away just to check on Vasquez. It was a good job by the referee. Should always stop play instantaneously when you notice that there's a possibility of a head injury. So the coach coming over to check on Vasquez just to make sure she's okay. Well, it's great to see that Maya Gordon's okay, and she's going to check back into this game. And so back in comes Maya Gordon. And Ryberg sportingly gives this one back to Matei. Punt looking for the run of Turner. Headed away by Dombrowski. Spiredes onto it. One back by Carranza. Carranza's been so good in midfield, and she picks out the right pass in Dominguez. And she'll find the run of Ryberg. Ryberg, really the midfield general, determines the pace and tempo of this attack for Campton United. She also does a great job of joining the forward line as she did there to receive the ball. As this rolls out of bounds. So you wonder now if that injury to Maya Gordon, which now she's back on the field, will serve as the water break, as both teams did go over and get water. Or whether or not there will be another hydration break as Cassidy Jones comes out. He was really good on the right wing for this Campton United side. So good shift for Joyce, and she'll get a well-deserved water break. Who's coming back in is Rittenhouse. Ryberg wins the header. Away by Fernandez. Matos off of her last. So be a throw in for Wessel. Allison Wessel assessing her options. Throw in headed away. One back by Lauder. Hannah Reitenhouse tried to play it over, looking for the run of Holland ahead of her. Instead, this will come back to Dabrowski. Good job by Wessel to come back and help out and keep this in bounds. And she'll find the feet of Welsh. Zoe Welsh pings it over to the far side. Into the feet of Reitenhouse. Able to turn Waiters. Reitenhouse arrows into the box. Flies it across and fizzes it just past the far post. But a great run by the substitute, Hannah Reitenhouse. Oh, it was a lovely turn from Rittenhouse on the far side. And she turned well and almost picked out the far post. Dominguez. Ryberg into the channel. And getting there first is Gordon. And Ryberg doesn't allow the clearance. It'll be a throw-in, but in the deepest part of the field for the Sunrise Sting. Another break in play is Campton United getting set to make another change. And that's going to be Thornton, whose number's up. So Victoria Thornton is off. And on comes Wahlberg. Another throw-in for Sunrise Sting. Over the head of Lariano. Able to get it the second time of asking. Turner spins inside. Lariano. And getting back is Dombrowski. He's been the general of that back line, Dombrowski. Helped on to Waiters, or Turner rather. Turner spinning. Fernandez was making the overlap. Was poked away, and so it will be a throw for Fernandez. She's going to leave this one off for Matos. We have another substitution for Campton United. It's going to be Jenna Dominguez, whose number's up. So Dominguez will come off. Inside for Turner. There'll be another throw in for Matos. Good communication from Welsh. Shouting out orders to her players which ones to mark. And Fernandez is open, and Ryberg quickly closes her down, doesn't allow the cross. Now Fernandez wants to leave this throw-in off for Matos. And played in for Lariano. Maya Gordon. Fernandez. Poked away from her. Nahara wants this on the near side. She's straight offside, but the ball doesn't get to her. Matos. And we keep it in. Intercepting is Wessel. Wessel slips by the challenge of Fernandez. Met by Waiters. It was a heavy sliding challenge from Waiters, but she got the ball. Turner. Vasquez punches it into the path of Turner. Turner has two players to find in the box. Slides it up to the top. Lariano won't get there before Dombrowski, who beats her to it. And Carranza wins it off the foot of Gordon. And back to mop up as Matos. Give it back off to Matei. Rittenhouse flying forward, and the offside flag goes up against Holland. Header won by Wahlberg. Nahara. Ryberg. Wahlberg. Lariano does well to get back. Wahlberg assessing her options. I think she wants to play it through that little gap, but the run was never made. Now Carranza in a battle for it. And this will be a free kick as Vasquez is whistled for the foul. So Lutter will take this free kick after the substitution is made, as it's Holland who checks out. Kayla Villa checks back in. Oh, it's a good ball in from Luter. Matei comes for it. She misses it and is able to get it at the second time of asking. Great job to hop on that ball by Elizabeth Matei. Carranza gets it back. Dombrowski. Welsh puts her foot on it. Bates Turner now plays it forward. Rittenhouse chasing, away by Gordon, and the offside flag is up as Rittenhouse came back from an offside position. One nothing. Campton United leads Sunrise Sting here on match day 2 of the U18 Girls U.S. Youth Soccer National Championship. Both teams won their opening game. A win here would set them up nicely going into the final match day tomorrow. And so far, it's Campton United who are in the driver's seat. Elizabeth Matei looking to change that via this free kick. It's a good one. Falls to the feet of Turner, and she's whistled for the push on Dombrowski. Wahlberg Won by Waiters, but she played it with a hand.
What's the time? 77.
In the 77th minute, 1-0 Campton United lead, and they have this free kick. Played over the top, and just too far for Nahara to track down on the far side. Waiters guides it back to her keeper. And Matei clears it into touch. This will be a throw-in for Howe on the far side. It's mainly had to stay at home here in this second half. Nahara wins the throw-in. That one sprayed over, so it'll be a goal kick. Another good shot from Hannah Rittenhouse. And so 2 changes to be made by Campton United. Are gonna have to wait till the next stoppage. Turner. Is unable to play it through Wahlberg. Matos intercepts. Turner. Matos. Wessel intervenes. That's a good job by Turner to get back and win it for Sunrise. And the space is opened up on the near side for Fernandez. Shaping up to set the table. It's a good ball from Fernandez. It's just over the head of Spiritus. And pumped back in the danger area, and she was coming back from an offside position, Turner. So even if Spiritus had gotten to it and gotten a shot off, it wouldn't have counted. It was a good call from the assistant referee. And so here come those aforementioned changes. Welsh's free kick. It goes backwards off the head of Waiters, so it'll be a throw for Campton United. It'll be taken by Howe, who's coming up. And certainly in no rush to take it. So they have the ball and the lead late. It's a good job by Tam running over to get that and bring it for him. I don't think anybody in a white jersey was going to get it. So Waiters clears, intercepted. Rittenhouse. He's had a couple good efforts from distance. Fernandez leaves it off for Turner. Turner looking for options. Carranza gets back to dispossess her. Dombrowski over the top. Villa. Vasquez wins it. Still fighting. And Wessel pushes it forward, and it'll be a throw-in for Matos. And Sunrise has been not able to manufacture any real chances in the second half. These are only really the times Welsh has gotten the ball is when it's been played back to her by her own team. Still time to create something here as Vasquez is whistled for a pull in the back, push in the back rather. And this one hitting off of Carranza, but it's gonna work out. Well, that's a mazy dribble from Carranza and a gorgeous ball over the top. Let's get work by Madison Fisher on the far side. She wins the throw-in. Fisher's throw. And they'll take it into the corner. That'll be another throw-in for Campton United. Campton United with a 1-0 lead late on. A goal scored early in the second half off the head of Jenna Dombrowski from a corner kick. And then promptly went back and made an important clearance with her head at the other end, the center back for Campton United. They're looking for their second, what would be 1-goal win in this tournament and their first clean sheet of these national championships. Wahlberg. Nahara catches up to it. And she's just going to hold this in the corner. And it's poked away by Tam. Now, 85th minute. It's a long time to hold that ball in the corner. Offside is called. The best way to get out of it via a free kick. Wahlberg picks up the pieces. It's a good job to spin away from Fernandez. Carranza gets it inside. Rittenhouse shapes up to cross, and she's going to backheel it into the corner. And that's where Nahira will stand on the ball. Looking to manage out this game, Campton United. More seconds will tick off the clock from a Sunrise Sting perspective. Usually teams wait until about the 87th, 88th minute, but you love the fact that they're thinking about how to manage the game, how to run it out. One more goal, though, would really be the ultimate killer blow. Out wide. This time Rittenhouse does cross it. Villa's up, but so is Matei. Down it goes. Wessel wins the header. Spiritus is chasing it. A good job by Fisher to hold her off the ball and get it back to Dombrowski, who's found Villa on the near side. Picks out Albrecht. Into the center for Wahlberg. A great job by Wahlberg just to keep possession. Now it's opened up, and she realized that Wessel's off. Now she sees that she's on. Waiters kept her on, and the offside flag goes up. I thought she was even with Waiters. Mate's free kick. Spiredes. Lariano. Spiredes. And there will be 4 minutes of stoppage time added on at the end of this one. In the 88th minute and then +4. Wahlberg. Tam steps into the passing lane. Waiters unable to take it off of Albrecht. And that was a good interception, an important one by Waiters, but it runs out of bounds, so she can't spring a counterattack. Nahara, and out of bounds. And Campton United will be fine with the ball bogged down on that side, deep in their end. Albrecht whistled for the foul. Quickly down to the other end. Cut off by Carranza. Lariano wins it. It's sent the other way by Fisher. Nahara on the far side, and she'll be whistled for the foul. Nahara asking where the foul was on Tam. And now Mate coming all the way out of her goal, telling everybody to get forward. Last chance saloon as we are in stoppage time. Over the top, skips all the way through. Dombrowski lets it run, and Welsh takes it. Matos with the throw-in. Bought down by Turner. Gordon wins it before Rittenhouse. Villa over the top for Rittenhouse. Rittenhouse looking to run. Gordon holding her up. Rittenhouse skips past Gordon. Gordon does a great job to recover and clear it out. Did well not to allow it to go over for a corner kick. And more time bleeding off this clock from a Sunrise perspective. Campton United managing these final moments really well. And now it's not a bad idea to take it into the corner, and that's what Rittenhouse does. And poked away by Matos. Campton United will go up to 6 points, heading into their final game against Slammers. For the Sunrise Sting, they will face off against the Scottsdale Blackhawks. It'll be a call for a bad throw. Carranza wins it. Lariano needs to get it downfield. Wahlberg won't let her. Carranza. Rittenhouse unable to get by Matos. Picks out Fernandez. Popped over the top looking for Turner. And good defending by Louder. Luder and Dombrowski have done a tremendous job at center back today. And they help to keep the clean sheet as it's Campton United who run out 1-0 winners over the Sunrise Sting on a second half goal from their center back, Jenna Dombrowski. Well, we have one more game coming your way, also from the U18 girls level, but this one finishes Campton United 1, Sunrise Sting 0.